welcome back, Beautifully Belly, with another video. I told you I would be back. Alright, so I have some follow-up stuff from the last video I posted, and I'm also going to do a current product if it's not too long, what I'm using currently, okay? And I have a special thing if it allows, okay? So I do have some notes on my phone. All right, menopause journey. Menopause journey has been crazy. Okay, first, let me start off by saying this. If any woman or man, because if you like women, you should know what's going on with your woman, okay? If anybody wants to know more information about perimenopause and menopause and postmenopause, there is a documentary on PBS. They have an app, and it's called M for Menopause. It's really good. It has a lot of educational information, a lot of information that a lot of doctors and nurses are not even aware of, and they have like really good resources. John Hopkins, a lot of, I think the Mayo Clinic is a lot. Cleveland Clinic might be in there as well. Yeah, it's a lot. So if you want any more information, in-depth information, you can go to the PBS app and type in menopause in the search bar, and that documentary should come up. It's like, it has an M on it. I think it says menopause in the bottom, and then it has like flowers or something. Anyway, it's a really, really good documentary. Just go on PBS, type in menopause, and boom, it will come up. So, remember I told y'all about the $610 medication? Well, I did end up getting it, but I'm going to tell y'all how. So, I called my doctor. When first I was like, I'm not going to get it. I called my doctor, and I was like, hey, my insurance doesn't cover this medication. They want $610. I'm not going to pay for it. One, because I don't know if the medicine is going to work, right? So I didn't feel like spending that type of money on something that might not work. I don't think that was a good investment. So I did not do that. I did call my doctor. Sorry, y'all, I'm sliding off my bed. And they actually had a hookup with another pharmacy. It's further than where I live at, but they do delivery. And they had like a manufacturer's coupon or something. And the medicine only ended up being $30 for all 3 months. So this is the medicine that my doctor prescribed me. I just want to make sure my name wasn't on there. Slin, I think it's called Slin. Anyway, so what I did was I told my husband, because I don't like medicine, please read the side effects so that you can be aware. If you see anything, let me know. But if I read the side effects and there's one thing in there I don't like, I'm not going to take the medicine. So I didn't do it. He supposedly had read it, right? So I take the medicine for a week. It might have been a little bit longer than a week. And I noticed that my mood was not good. It was not good. I felt like I was more irritable. Like things was just really, really getting on my nerves. And I know people say, oh, well, you got to give it time a chance to work and stuff like that. And that is true in some cases. But for me, if I start having negative side effects early, I'll stop. And my stomach was hurting ungodly. I've never had a stomach ache like this before. So what I did was, after I took it for like, I think it was might have been almost, let me see. I actually will know when I look at this thing. It looked like this. Like little birth control pills, right? So I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days worth, okay? I took 6 days worth, and I just felt myself. I'm like, oh, my mood is not good. Blah, 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 blah. Let me read these side effects. No, I didn't read the side effects. I said, let me go on YouTube and research the reviews. So I do that, and I'm listening, and I hear this girl say, yeah, I'm taking medicine, birth control, da 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 da. But I don't feel that good, like mentally, right? So that was the first one. Then I talked to I went to another review, and the girl was like, yeah, it's good because you can use this as birth control as well. And if you're menopausal and you take this, if you're in menopause and you do not have your tubes tied, you're not surgically, you know, you don't have a hysterectomy or something, you can still get pregnant. Please be careful with this and use another birth control. Talk to your doctor about it, because if you miss one of these pills, every pill you miss, the chance of you getting pregnant goes up. Okay? So keep that in mind. Because I was like, what? So I can't get pregnant, so I'm not worried about that. But I don't want no children at 43, about to be 44. I don't want to start over. Okay? So I go on there, and this girl was like, yeah, the medicine was working fine, but I start having depression. I was like, what? I looked up the side effects, and depression is one of the side effects, and I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I'd rather suffer than suffer mentally. I'd rather suffer physically than suffer mentally. I do not want any induced depression. I've already had my bout of depression when I started the whole perimenopause thing, and I had no idea what was going on. No way in hell I'm signing up for that. I'm sorry. So I did stop taking medication. And actually, I didn't tell my doctor, but I will tell her. I don't have an appointment this year on my birthday because I waited too late to book it. But I have one for February 25th, and I will be going and letting her know that, yeah, if I would have known that there was a side effect, I probably would not have even bothered. So my husband's side of the bed, that's where the medication goes that I do not take. Also, I was taking that Quince Daily Stress, whatever. I stopped taking that because I started like developing these rashes on my arms. I'm not sure if it was from that, but that's the only thing that was new, so I just discontinued it. Okay. So yeah, I took that medicine. I didn't feel like my mood just was not better. And I just said no. And typically I don't feel that irritable either, unless I'm arguing with my husband, which is only once a month. But remember I said how I love my husband so much that I'm trying to be aware of everything that I'm doing. I'm trying to be as self-aware as possible. Well, I did my own little research study on us, and I found out that mostly all of our arguments are at night, right? So I'm like, what is it about the nighttime that's causing these arguments? And we're always in the same place, which is our bedroom. So I did a little experiment. My husband and I was about to get into it last month. I deaded it. What I did was, usually this bright light I have a ceiling fan. I have a dimmable light up here. And usually when we are up here, the light is on the brightest setting. What I realized is that I get overstimulated very easily by light and sound and smells and taste and all of that. I've been like that all my life. That's why I feel like I'm neurodivergent in a way, because of how I respond to my environment. My environment can make my day, or it can make my day a living hell. So I had to be very conscious of that. And a lot of the times we would be up here, the TV would be going, I got music playing, he's on his phone or he got his tablet, the light is on, the fan is going. It's just noise. And then what I do is I take my earbuds and put them in my ears and play whatever I want to play. But the problem with that is that I'm still overstimulating myself because I really just need quiet. So I'm going to really just like, the TV that was in our room is out of here. It's out of here. Oh, and my husband would be up here playing a game and he would be on the phone. It's just too much for me, for my little body to take. So we moved the PlayStation downstairs. We removed the TV out of here. I have a whole night routine. I have a salt lamp in my room now that I can use it. And it's just like, when we wake up in the morning, we go right downstairs, do whatever we have to do, and we just kind of stay downstairs all day. And then when I'm ready to come up, which is like 6 or 7 o'clock at night, you know, it's dark in here. The night light is on. It's calm. It's peaceful. And what I noticed is, by switching things up in my bedroom, I have been able to come upstairs and unwind and relax faster. I've been able to fall to sleep faster. I've been able to sleep longer. yeah, I would say that my quality of sleep has really, really improved drastically. And I had told my husband, I was like, oh, well, I really don't want a TV in our room because I'm not a TV person. Even when I was a teenager and a kid, I wasn't in love with the TV. I would be in my room, but the TV would be off unless I'm watching my shows like PBS. That was my thing when I was little. Reading Rainbow, Zooby Zoo, all that. So having that peace in this room is really, really important to me. And I try to explain to my husband, like, in order for us to improve our relationship, if I find out something and we test it and it works, we have to stick with it. So that's what we did. And I said, hey, I know that you really want a TV in our room, and I get it. But for me, I feel like it's too much stimulation, and it's just one less thing, you know what I'm saying, to have to deal with when we come up. The room should be our sanctuary, our peaceful sanctuary. So that's what we've been doing. And since the TV has been out of the room and the PlayStation, there hasn't been one argument. There hasn't been one argument. I get overstimulated. And it's really important for me to know that, because if you become overstimulated, you can become overwhelmed. You have problems regulating your emotions properly. You can become irritable, fearful, sad, all of that. And for me, it starts like I'm irritated, and then it can turn into extreme anger. And I don't like to be angry. Anger is the emotion that I'm least comfortable with due to my past, due to the way I was raised, due to what I saw when I was young. People who got mad around me made really bad decisions, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that for myself, and I don't want to do that to my family. So in order for us to get through this process together, we have to compromise, and us not having a TV or a PlayStation in our room is imperative for me. So he accepted, and I'm very, very happy about that. All right, so that was the menopause journey. Fibroid journey, I have not followed up with the doctor yet. I am kind of in a funk right now with the whole doctor thing, because I feel like, because of everything that's going on in the world right now, in the political sector, I feel like people are no longer hiding how they feel about certain people or certain things. And sometimes those people take those feelings into work, and then they take that shit out on you. I'm sorry for cursing, but that's what my experience has been over this last year. So I'm kind of just fed up with going to the doctor. I am going to continue, but what I think I'm going to do is pay privately, like for the concierge doctor. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's like $2,000 a year. You get like private doctor care. It's not like they have like a whole bunch of people, because a whole bunch of people are not willing to do it. And the thing about the concierge doctor thing is, it's supposed to work in accordance with your regular primary care. So say you want an extra blood draw or a more comprehensive one, you can go to the concierge. They'll do it. You can take those results back and talk to your doctor. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I do know that I'm going to pay for it myself out of my own money, a very comprehensive, detailed blood draw that shows everything: hormones, minerals, vitamins. I need to know what I'm deficient in and how to fix it. And if I can't see those things, I can't help myself. You see what I'm saying? So that's really important for me. Actually, I told my husband, that's what I want for my birthday. I just want you to pay for my blood draw. It's $200, and everything will come up, and I can take that back to my doctor, or I can do the little research. Because what I find out is that a lot of Americans have a vitamin D3 deficiency, K2 deficiency, magnesium, and I need to know those things. So yeah, I'm going to go back to the doctor soon for the fibroid thing to follow up, because I am still having 2 periods a month. It feels like my period never goes off, actually. So that's not good. I do feel like maybe some of the cold spells that I have could come from, being anemic. Maybe my iron might be low, my ferritin might be low. That's another thing. If you're anemic or you feel cold, you have issues and you think you're anemic and you get blood work done and they say, oh, your anemia level is fine, please ask them if you're still having problems to check your ferritin, because I've had that issue in the past where I kept complaining about being cold, being tired, being this, that, and the other, all these symptoms of having anemia. They did my blood work. They was like, oh, your blood's just a little low. You're like a 11. I think I might have been a 9. You're like a 9, whatever. So they were like, oh, no. I was like a 11 or a 12, 11 and a half or a 12. And they was like, you're fine. And I was like, no, it's still something wrong. So they went a little deeper, checked my ferritin, and found out that my ferritin level was very, very low. I think my ferritin level was a 9. And because of that, I had to get the iron infusions, which I'm allergic to. But I had to get that in order to build my blood back up. So if you're having problems with anemia, you get your blood work done. They say, oh, your blood's a little low, but it's not that really bad, but you're still having issues. Please ask them to check your ferritin, which is Ferritin, I believe. Ask them to check that. Yeah, and so after I had my fibroid procedure, what I noticed was, and it's so embarrassing, don't laugh, the flatulence, I don't know what happened, but it's a lot of it. And see, I've been with my husband for approximately 19 years. And he's never heard me pass gas ever in life. He's never, ever heard me pass gas ever in life until I had that procedure done. And now I just can't stop. And it's loud. And it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Only thing I could do is apologize, say, I'm sorry, babe, excuse me, and keep it pushing, because there's nothing I can do about it. So that's the issue I'm having with that, okay? It's so embarrassing, but it's like, what can I do? I can't do nothing. Nothing. I can't. And why stress yourself out over things you don't have control over, okay? Listen, that's just what it is right now, and that's what it's going to have to be. I'm human. Okay. All right. So that's the fibroid journey. Changes with bathing. Remember I told y'all, yeah, I'm going to bathe every other day. Yeah. Cause I was able to do that last winter. Right. Cause my hair was so dry last winter. My skin was so dry last winter. It was no way I could bathe every day. And because my hot flashes weren't as severe, I could get away with it. Right. That's not gonna happen this year. Not gonna happen. I have to bathe every day because I sweat so much. The hot flashes, they're so long and they're so frequent, and it's just a lot. So I have to bathe every day. Speaking of bathing, let's jump into my current products that I'm using. Starting with yeah, that was my last topic. Starting with hair care. So I don't have it with me right now, but the shampoo and deep conditioner that I use for my hair is the Giovanni Deep Moisturizing Shampoo and Conditioner. I get that from Marshall's, I think I told y'all, and it's like $14.99, $13.99, $12.99, something like that for a really big bottle. So I use that. I wash my hair once a week, and I deep condition my hair every week because I have to. You see how my locks are moving? Look, I can bend them. It's from conditioner. I know people's like, oh, you shouldn't put conditioner in your hair. I'm going to put it in my hair because my hair needed it when it was loose, and it needs it when it's locked too. So I'm just going to stick to what I know. So Giovanni Deep Moisturizing Shampoo and Conditioner. That's all I use for washing. And then as far as conditioning and oil, I no longer use leave-in conditioner because that was drying my hair out. And plus, if I sprayed too much of it, it would make my locks stiff, which I don't like stiff locks. Only thing I use in my hair is after I wash it is this. Back in the day, Kemi oil. That's what I was saying, Kemi. Kemioyl. Kemi oil. This is very old oil from back in the day. I used to use this when I was like 8 years old. It's good for conditioning. You can put it on your hair wet or dry, which is really good. And you just need like 3 or 4 drops. It has natural oils in it and a fragrance. No animal testing. No animal testing. So that's all I do for my hair. For my face, I do not put soap on my face. I don't know if y'all know that. I only use water on my face. But very occasionally, I will use soap. Not like regular soap. It's this Avalon Organics Vitamin C. It's like in an orange bottle. I'll use that every once in a while, or I'll do a bentonite clay mask, and that's it. Okay, because my face is really sensitive. It gets dried out. If I put too much stuff on it, it's going to be ashy, especially around my mouth area. So as far as moisturizing is concerned, I'm still using Derma E, and this is a vitamin E cream. It's 12,000 IU. It's just a cream. It doesn't. That's my husband. It doesn't have the best ingredients in it. Oh, you're gonna be blowing me up now. It doesn't have the best ingredients in it. It's not the worst. My daughter has like this app on her phone. You can like scan this part, the barcode, and it'll come up and say good or not good. So this has a lot of good ingredients in it, but it has some bad. It does have certified organic ingredients, and it's like cruelty-free, no non-GMO, it's vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, and it's recyclable. So I use this on my face. This is it. And then on my elbows and my feet, don't laugh, and my knees, I use, my husband has called me on this phone now, the Nature Promise Beauty Vitamin E Hydrate and Moisturizing Cream. And this is 50,000 IU. But this has other like oils in it. It's not just like vitamin E. So that's why I don't use it on my face. I did try to use it on my face, but what I noticed is that it sits on the top of my skin. So that's a no for me. So this is face, knees, elbows, and feet. Because I can't wear lotion. I'm too hot. Okay. As far as deodorant, I had to go back to the regular Secret. This is not aluminum free. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Last winter, I was able to use the crystal deodorant, and I was using that for years. But the hot flashes prevents me from using natural deodorant, so I just have to go back to what I know, which is Secret. Okay. Okay, I don't use lotion, but when I do want to moisturize a little bit extra, let me go to my bathing stuff first, and then I'll get into the moisturizing part. Okay, so I use cast out soap. I was using Dr. Bronner's. What do you say? I was using Dr. Bronner's, but then I found out some creepy stuff about it, so I don't want to use that anymore. So I'm going to switch to the Nature Promise Beauty one, but I already had this one in my house, which is Earth Essentials cast out soap. This is the peppermint one. It feels different from the Dr. Bronner's one. This one is thicker, which I don't know why. But after I use this up, I'm just going to go to the Nature Promise Beauty one, because it's like, I think it's $13. And this was $10, and it's okay, but it just feel like, and this it contains no artificial colors, no petroleum derivatives, and no animal ingredients. It's organic, pure, cast out soap, blah 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 blah. It's okay, but I'm gonna try the other one and then make a decision on which one I'm gonna stick to. Okay, so I use this first, and you know it strips your skin. It strips your skin. So what I do to put that moisture back in my skin is that after I use that one, I use this one. I'm sorry, y'all, my light is low. It's the Raw Sugar Moisture Loving Body Wash. This is watermelon plus fresh mint, powered with multivitamins and deeply hydrating coconut and jojoba oil. This is cold pressed pure technology, formulated without sulfates, parabens, and phosphates. Is vegan, cruelty free, and good for good for you ingredients, and formulated without parabens and phosphates. So I use this to back up after I use this, the cast out soap, to add moisture. But if I know I'm going outside and I can't be walking around ashy, I will use just a Dr. Till's sugar scrub to, you know, put that moisture in my skin and make it look shiny. Okay. And then for my feminine wash, my old trusty dusty Good Clean Love. They changed the bottle, and this is also balanced daily intimate wash, water based, organic aloe. This says lavender, but it doesn't smell like anything because I do not use stuff with fragrance. Gently smooths and reduces odor, dryness, blah 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 blah. Y'all know I like this. Okay. Toothpaste, good old Arm & Hammer, but they have the Therma Breath part in there now. This, I love this toothpaste. I think this is the best Arm & Hammer toothpaste ever. I love it. And for fragrance, I have to be careful because y'all know I was using, I'm sliding off my bed again, the fragrance scent spray. I had to stop because one of our little creatures, I haven't gotten to introduce this creature to you guys yet, and I tried to, but the creature won't come over here. Anyway, I've been using, I bought the sample pack from Quince. I don't know if y'all know, but I really love the store. Mostly all of my stuff come from here if it don't come from Old Navy. And I love Old Navy too, but Old Navy stuff is changing. They want you to pay money, but the stuff is thin. I love Old Navy, and I hope they get their quality together. It's not terrible. It's just not what it used to be, okay? So they have a sample pack. See? I got some name scratch for ones that my kids like the most. But they have a sample pack. All these were filled. And they're about this big. I don't know if this is, I don't know how big this is. Let me see if I can see. I don't know. It don't say on here. But anyway, it's about this big. The little sample. This thing was $20, by the way. And I waited a whole year for this. Everybody's waiting. Because as soon as it comes in the stock, it sells right out. This is 20 bucks. $20. And the smells, the scents that I like the most out of this is Sorelli. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's NEROLISOLEIL. That's the first one I like. But the one I like absolutely out of all of them is the mineral one. And that's this one. This is the one I was using. As you can see, it's empty. It got like a little teeny squirt in there. When I use this, my new creature doesn't sneeze or have a reaction to it because this creature has allergies. So my old trusty dusty Zoomy, whatever I call it, Zoomy, Z-U-M, you know, the fragrance scent and myrrh, the lemon, all that stuff I was using, I can't use it because as soon as I spray it, my creature starts sneezing. So no, we can't do that. Yeah, this video is getting a little long. So I just wanted to pop in, say hello, check on y'all. As y'all can see, my hair is washing out and it's growing because y'all can see that gray. It's popping right on in. Yeah, so other than that, guys, I don't really have too much else to say other than the only other thing I've been trying to do is read books. Try to stay off of social media and read the books. I have 2 books right now. One is called it's downstairs. But here's the other one that I'm reading. The Brain That Changes Itself. This is something that I did for myself. When I said I dealt with depression and anxiety at one point when I first started going into peri-menopause and I did not know what was going on. I had to change the way I talk to myself. I had to change the way that I think about myself. You have to be careful with your brain because your brain doesn't know what's real and what's not. It just knows what you feed it. And whatever you feed it, that's what it's going to believe is true. I'm just telling y'all. So yes, this book is also a New York Times bestseller, and it was also featured on the PBS. I told y'all I love PBS. PBS, the Brain Fitness Program. I love anything about the brain. If I could go back to school right now, I would go for neuroscience. I used to work in brain injury. I used to be a neurocognitive therapist. I was also a certified lead brain injury specialist. So I really love the brain. So yes, that's all I've been doing. I hope everybody's doing wonderful. Okay, guys, if nobody told you that they love you, I'm sorry. Okay, guys, if nobody told you that you're enough today, you are enough, just the way you are, with no strings attached. And if nobody told you that they love you today, I love you. Until next time, guys, peace, love, and blessings. To the next one. Good night.